So, I uninstalled again, without going nuclear, reinstalled again, just because that's the only thing I could think of. And this time, it actually worked. It sensed the thing when I plugged it in. I'm like, okay. And then I started recording. And guess what? There was no audio. Dang it! So, I go to the audio tuning wizard thing again, and I noticed something I hadn't really noticed before, and this may have been the problem, part of the problem that caused no audio before. This couldn't have caused the bubbly thingy, but it says select audio input device, and the thing it has selected is my microphone jack, not the camera's microphone, the microphone jack down here, which totally wasn't the default the first time I installed this camera, not that I remember. So I said, oh, please use the Logitech QuickCam microphone. That would make sense. So I tell it to do that. And it works. I'm like, thank goodness. It works. And I recorded a couple of things. It was testing. This is great. I'm like, okay. This is cool. And I happened to shut it down for whatever reason. And then later I booted up. I'm like, isn't it great that the camera is finally working now? And I recorded a video about Zopa, just because it was a random thing to talk about. I figured my first thing upon coming back shouldn't be yet another deal about my computer problems. I figured I'd do some random topic, computer problems, and some other random topic, and kind of sandwich it between there. So, I record a thing on Zopa, and then I post it to YouTube. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then previous to that, I also do journaling on this. Like, I just talk to the camera about, like, that's what happened in my day. Because writing a full journal would take too much time. Even though I do carry a pen with me all the time because of my random idea thingies. So I done like a half-hour journal thing, and I did like my 3-minute Zopa video, and then I posted up, and I'm browsing on YouTube, and I happened to just click back on my Zopa thing to see how it turned out, and there's no audio. And I already have a comment from JP Garcia 6, and he's like, man, there's no audio in your latest deal. I'm like, dang it. So, I take that thing down. It's actually a private video right now. There's practically no point to that. Take that down. Go through again and find that the thing, after I've set it to use the Logitech microphone, has reset itself to use the microphone jack. So I have to set it back. And then I reboot again. And this is a couple days later, because I've got other stuff going on. And now I think it works. As I've been recording this, I've been uploading the Zopa video, and hopefully it works. You know what? I can test it right here. Let's see. Wouldn't it be ironic if it didn't work?
Hey everybody, this is November 12th, 2007. I am Sonic Sons, and I think this video might work out.
It did. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. That's not the total end of my computer problems, though, because when I went to return the camera, the Creative Cam this weekend, I also asked the guy at Best Buy about my overheating problems. And one guy told me you need to get this cooling pad that goes into the laptop for like $20. I was thinking about it, and this other guy also works there. At least I think he worked there. He wasn't actually wearing the uniform, but he talked as if he worked there. He tells me, well, first of all, he makes me realize how little I know. I mean, I fixed other people's computers for money sometimes, but, like, there's so much I don't know. My biggest skill is persistence when I'm working on this thing. I'm working on someone's problem. But, so this other guy tells me, oh, well, it looks like, the damage has already been done, and he suggests, like, all these risky and or expensive things. Like, well, you could open up this thing here and take out this white deal and put it back in and flash the BIOS and then reload a BIOS based on a CD. I'm like, oh, my CD drive doesn't always work. I'm not sure I want to trust that. And he's like, well, you could buy a new internal hard drive and a new copy of Windows to go along with that, which totals up to like $300, And he said, or, you could just get a new laptop entirely, and that would cost like $1,000. And I was like, oh, crap. And then I Googled and I looked up laptop overheating. And I found there's a random article by some random guy, and I don't know if he knows what he's talking about, but it was the first hit on Google, that says really all you need is just spray with compressed air if you do it right, because you can do it wrong and totally screw things up, which is kind of why this is still in the packaging right now. Oh crap. You're not supposed to tilt these things. No. I totally tilted it. Don't. And then you just kind of spray the cooling thing once in a while and you'll be fine. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try that. Or maybe I'll need to get an entirely new laptop. I hope not. If I was getting a new laptop, I was considering getting something from System 76. That's the company that makes computers that are built in for Ubuntu. I think that may be like the first good company that has Ubuntu built in. Which I'd like to get, particularly because they have things that come with a webcam built in, which presumably thus works with Ubuntu. But it would still cost me $1,000 to get anything decent, and I'd probably still want the Windows features once in a while. Like for Mozy, for instance, only runs on Windows. Like, oh, well, what am I gonna do? I don't know. In the meantime, my computer is working. It hasn't suffered any random reboots in all the time I've been filming this, which is nice. And I hope my camera has been working through all of this, though, according to precedent, it may have started to go bubbly halfway through. I don't know. All I do know is I wish someone would make these things, computers and devices alike, so that they would, as they say in Linux land, just work. Thanks for watching. See you later.